Don't bring me around your bum ass friends if they're gonna talk shit to me because I'm not gonna be nice to them.
Yeah.
Because girls always tell their boyfriends all their friends' business. So he probably knows all the dirt. If he really they call him broke boy. He could be like, "Shut up, Tasha. That's why you got chlamydia from Mike."
And Mike is one of the other friends' husband. Like,
some people in marriages can be very possessive over each other, man. This one waitress, she called out this woman who she left a tip on a $32 bill, man. The tip read, "Don't call my husband sweetheart." No money. She just said, "Don't call my husband sweetheart," which, a lot of people found that to be rude. Now, people expected the, 20% tip, $6, which honestly, come on, that's not much. But this woman took offense to her husband being called sweetheart. What do you think about this? We've seen like people be rude to like wait staff. We've talked about this, and people splitting bills and doing other things on dates, but this seemed really odd to me.
Yeah, I mean, clearly there's something else going on in that relationship, and she's taking it out on this waitress, because I feel like it's pretty normal to hear, depending on age or anything, honey, sweetheart, sweetie, sugar, like those are things that you hear, especially if someone's a little bit older as a waitress. I've even heard it from younger people, though.
Yeah, I'm assuming this person was probably younger because this woman obviously felt very threatened.
Yeah.
But what do you make of this, man? Like, what do you think about the husband? You think like
maybe he's got wandering eyes. I don't know. Why else would she get this mad about it? Like, she's clearly insecure about something, either because of something he's done or because of her or what she looks like, or I don't know, but clearly something triggered her.
I think it was her having to pay
over a $32 bill. Like,
because she had to pay for it. Like, he couldn't even do that. Like, so clearly she wears the pants in this relationship. She has that man on a leash, and clearly he's not allowed to be called sweetheart.
Maybe he just gives her the cheap bills to pay. Like, I think that's fair in a relationship. Like, women can contribute too. I don't think that's a crazy thing to have your wife pay a $32 bill at a diner. Like,
it's not a crazy thing when they tip, not when they try to claim you and piss on you. Like, that's where the leash comes in. I tie those two things together, because to me it's like, why is she in control of this? Like, I would never go out with anybody and let them not tip unless something like really terrible happens. I always tip, especially writing something down like that. That's so lame. Like, do you think that he knew that she did this?
I don't know. He might not have known. Or maybe he did. Guys, if you felt strongly enough to write that in the tip line, I find it hard to believe that his wife wasn't trying to rip his head off through the whole process.
Yeah, I'm sure this shit happens to him all the time. Like, this has to be an ongoing thing. That shit is not normal. Like, I don't know. Have you ever gotten offended by someone, like, being a little bit too friendly to someone you were out with?
What, like a waiter?
Anyone. Like, I mean, anyone in the serve, like a bartender or anyone. You go on vacations and stuff like that. Like, or has that happened vice versa?
No, usually if I can tell that like a bartender or wait staff is like interested in my girl, I'm like, yo, try to get us some free shit. Like, like, listen, be nice to this guy so we can get some free drinks. Get us some shots. Like something like that. But other than that, no. I mean, I'm never going to see them again. It's not a big deal.
So you try to pimp out your girl for some free drinks.
Let's not use the word pimp. I'm not Adam 22 over here. I'm just saying, listen, get us a free shot.
Listen, I mean, your girl was propositioned in a bathroom at Barclays Center for a lighter.
That is true.
She told you that. You said, did you get the lighter?
Well, I thought that she came to some sort of agreement for something else, not to like go down on this dyke chick in the bathroom. That's weird. Like,
oh my God. But that was your first reaction.
Women are crazy.
You didn't say anything about the woman asking her for that. You said, but did you get the lighter?
I thought it was funny. I think that's funny because it's so out of pocket that it's like, all right, well, clearly she wasn't serious, but I guess the woman was. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
weird.
I have to fight. I have to fight you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I don't care if you're a woman. Like, you're not disrespecting my girl like that.
What am I gonna do? Go find the chick? Like, come on. It's not that serious.
No, that's crazy. I mean, for me, like, no, I never try to like milk a situation out for like free shit. To me, like, it's a little. I don't feel good about myself, you know, having someone like hit on my girl and then give her a drink. Like, I remember when I was young, like my ex's friend, like her man, she would be like, he was like, yeah, I let guys buy her drinks when we're out because I'm like, get one for me too. And I'm like, that's so lame. Like, I would never have my girl out there flirting with dudes, getting free drinks and giving them to me. Like, go work harder, bro. Like, for real. I don't know. I have a strong stance on that. I don't know, Troy. Like, what do you make of this? Like the tip and like, you know, people being a little bit too friendly.
I mean, if you can get something out of it, sure, I get it. You know, I've been out with Shannon, and people are like, you know, trying to flirt with her, hit on her, buy her drinks and stuff, and occasionally she'll get a free drink out of it, and I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm not mad at it. I don't have to pay. I can pay, but I don't have to, so I'll take it. It doesn't really bother me that much. You know, I know she's not really entertaining it like that, so it doesn't really bother me like that.
Yeah.
I feel you guys. Like, I get it. I don't know. It does bother me. But this
there's levels to the situation, though. There's levels to everything.
Not this situation, though. This situation is crazy. Like, someone being called sweetheart or just being like polite, because especially like in the South, like that's such a normal thing. Like you said, like people say that type of shit all the time. So I think this woman is a psycho, and I think her husband's lame for letting her do that. Like, hell no. Like, come on. But hey, that just seems to be their relationship. I don't know.
I don't know. Women are, you know, they get in their feelings.
Yeah. 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 Who pays for dinner, right? Like, usually the man, I guess. This one man, he's a newlywed, you know. He went out with his wife.
Oh, my God, this article.
He went out with his wife and her friends, you know, for a celebration dinner at a steakhouse that, you know, she picked out, man. She's really excited. You know, and, you know, she, when the bill came, she expected him to pay for the whole thing.
Yeah. So this bill was like $700, and they went out with her, four friends from high school, and they wanted to celebrate his wife, and they went to some expensive steakhouse. But as they're, you know, eating, and then, you know, they get the check, his wife slides it to him and says, the man should always pay for the wife and her friends. But he was like, nah, I'm going to pay for you, but that's about it. And then her friends start to roast this dude, calling him a broke husband. He got upset, threw down two $100 bills, and left. Stormed out.
Damn, I mean, you know.
Newlyweds.
How old were they?
24, both of them. They're both 24. I have to assume the friends are similar age. And
yeah, if they're friends from high school.
So he left. Left her too. Her friends, based on what the article's saying, her friends had to take her home. They continued to make fun of him on the ride home and in front of her. So, you know, she gets to the house and she's screaming at him, talking about how she's so embarrassed and all this kind of stuff. And once again, he decides to leave.
See a pattern.
Yeah, see, it seems like this is a trend, and like this marriage might not last too long. But he packed a bag, goes to his friend's house. He told his parents and friends, and they say that he should have just paid it. And now he's having second thoughts, like, am I an asshole? So, what do you think? You're married, newlyweds. You're taking your girl's friends out to eat with you, and they're like, "Nah, the bill is yours." Do you pay it?
I'm laughing the whole time. I'm like, no, I'm not paying for this shit. Broke bitches. Especially if they come at me, like start talking shit. I'm gonna say my piece and I'm gonna make my girl come back with me. I'm not gonna leave her.
Yeah. I think that's where he messed up. I think everything he did was fine, like saying, "Nah, I'm gonna pay for you," and then ignore these chicks if they want to start ragging on you, talking about how you broke. Bitch, you broke. Pay. Like, you ordered a meal, you ordered drinks. Pay what you can afford.
Yeah, she was upset with him. She said that she told her friends that he was going to pay for them, but she didn't tell him.
Exactly, and that's the main person that you need to tell if that's what you're expecting.
Yeah, especially when it's $700. You're 24 years old. Like, that's not like a light bill. She picked up this expensive restaurant. No. That's really on her. And the fact that his family doesn't have his back, I see why he probably has emotional issues and can't handle this type of thing, because it seems like this is probably the dynamic of their relationship. She obviously just expects him to do things, and then he just runs off when he, is upset. So, it sounds like a typical early 20s type of situation. I mean, if they were in their 30s doing this, or arguing over splitting the bill at Applebee's on TikTok or something, I'd be a little bit more judgmental. But honestly, I feel like anyone under the age of 25 should not be like allowed to get married. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think it's too early too. I see it all the time. When I talk to people that I'm trying to hire and things like that are younger. It happens more often than you think. People getting married under 25.
No, I know. Like, especially in other places around the country.
Oh yeah, the Midwest and all the way out to like Utah, Nevada, all those places. Yeah, it happens like all the time.
The South, fucking South Jersey, bro.
Yeah, that too.
Anywhere outside of like the major cities, it's normal for people to have kids earlier and get married earlier. But you're gonna go through dumbass situations like this. I don't know, Troy. What did you make of this story, man?
No, I think this is a crazy one. I wouldn't do it. $700 is a lot of money, and to pay for someone's friends, absolutely not. I wouldn't leave my wife there. And I mean, once you should have just communicated it in the first place. Say, hey, you know what? Are you cool with picking up this bill or something? Then you could have like a conversation, be like, no, I'm not doing it, or they can pay for half or something to set the expectations from the first place. But no, I think he has every right to refuse to pay for that, because I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Let us know what you all think in the comments. We got some Mama Graham saying he should divorce her. Listen, I think it's definitely all her fault that they even ended up in this situation and had this disagreement and her being embarrassed and all that kind of stuff. I don't agree with his way of handling it, but she should have talked to him beforehand. There's no way that you can just spring a $700 bill on somebody unless they make a lot of money. And this is the type of relationship you have where he's the one that always covers, for you and your friends to go out or something like that. But he said this has never happened before.
Damn, man, it's more of a sugar daddy type of relationship, which, that's not cool. You can't you can't do that to someone you're with and not let them know. And it sounds like he doesn't have a lot of support in his life. No, but this was a crazy story to get that backlash. Like, hell no. I would think it was a joke if someone did that to me. And I'd be like, listen, you don't bring me around your bum ass friends if they're going to talk shit to me, because I'm not going to be nice to them. Yeah. Because, girls always tell their boyfriends all their friends' business. So, he probably knows all the dirt. If he really they call him broke boy, he could be like, shut up, Tasha. That's why you got chlamydia from Mike.
And Mike is one of the other friends' husband. Like,
all the dirt's coming out. Oh, hell no. No.
I feel bad for this guy. Listen, man, don't let her push you around like this. You're too early in the marriage to allow this. Put your foot down. Stop running away every time you guys have a conflict, and settle that shit like a man.
Yes, make her pay for it and leave no tip and match it to the waitress. It's crazy how people don't know how to fucking cooperate outside. I mean, I know people were locked in the house for a while, and people are still adjusting to being out and stuff, but this shit is ridiculous, honestly.
It's a little bit crazy. It is definitely a little bit crazy.
Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
all the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.